Okay.
Okay, let's fine. Yeah, mute. You can talk. My question is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? Hey, I'm on mute. Teams is also.
You sound also. Is your phone too? Yeah, but it is not a good phone. Let me give my new phone.
No, it's fine. You can record with this. If you
I wanted to record the board actually.
okay.
Is it charged?
Yeah.
This is charged. Yeah, this is charged. You can use
Yes, we are good.
because उसमें memory भी नहीं है.
Huh?
It does not have memory.
Oh, okay.
This is a new one.
How about
I
later?
bought it recently.
Screen mirror, you just come and
Chrome can stand बराबर नहीं है. I don't know. The stand is.
Does your phone have efficient storage?
yeah, yeah.
Your phone? Okay, bro. Then let's just use your phone.
So this is on. So now you can talk. We can record there. Teams.
Okay, so now
Everything-
it's not recording, right?
Just start recording. That's good, bro. That's good. If you want, you can record here also. So we'll leave it.
You don't want this stand.
Yeah. Stands
Stand
actually.
will be very nice.
Stand is helpful actually.
Problem is इसका नीचे का कहाँ है पता नहीं. I don't know what this is called.
I think you'll have to go on silent, probably your phone. Otherwise,
Let this go. इसका attachment गया है प्रभु. Anyway, आपको ये चाहिए ना?
हाँ ये चाहिए. मेन तो ये है.
Yeah, it won't stay okay.
Need something to support me.
Remove.
This remote, that's fine. Alright, okay.
Yeah. I think this is good. Yeah. Prabhu, आप इसको नीचे रख दो यहाँ पे. If top is, then it will come on.
Voice is not recognized. Try again.
It's the remote.
Remote.
Yeah. Take out the remote.
To do voice search, hold down the mic button on the remote control while speaking.
Cancel, just cancel. That connector, you have it home, Prabhu? Next class, I bring one.
Yeah, please bring because I'll have to search because I've shifted this Saturday.
Rohit, you have that connector USB-C to HDMI?
तो
USB-C
इसको ना आप उल्टा कर दो
next class.
इसके लिए तो कभी भी जवाब दे देगी I think ठीक है I will not shake it.
You can use from here and then
Yeah,
maybe use this.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
You can unmute, bro. Let's get started.
So everyone done with forking the repo? Yeah.
Yes,
Done. Who has not forked their this repo? The screen is visible, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they can see.
Okay.
You can see on their laptop too.
Okay. So this repo everyone has forked. So you have it in your Git repo. Okay. So now we'll go to Colab.
Offshore people, they can speak, show it once what you're doing. Otherwise, they will be there and they won't understand. Just show them what you're doing. Just
The screen is shared, right? Screen is already shared.
no, but forking, what does it mean? Just tell them once.
Mataji, then we will not be able to finish. Yeah. Because I shared the steps already. So now what we will do is
So open that.
Yeah, so-
One, right?
yeah. Okay, so first now we'll because it is
Git clone.
yeah, so we'll run this command first. It will then come in your collab. Now you will see that it will appear here in your right hand side after you run the git clone command. Everyone able to see that? Yeah. So now we'll open this one, Bhagwan speaks. Okay, and then just do my screen is visible or your screen is visible? Okay. Yeah, so now you will see on your left hand side, you will see that this all these files have come. Okay, like they are now copied into your Google Drive. Then your screen is visible. Okay, my screen is.
That's good.
Then next thing is open this file. Okay, this one git clone underscore build, and then copy the code. So once you will click it, it will open here.
You're unmuted, Prabhu.
I think so.
Okay.
You'll see this.
So we open the sample data, but we can see also folder of
No, so you'll have to open the under free. There will be free GPT folder. See here, just like it is showing for me.
Like your own repository name.
I'm unmuted. I'm not seeing that. Okay, I'm unmuted.
Yeah, you're right. So what we do to git clone build?
Yeah. So let's go around it. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Can you help your
Watching the clones it for me.
put explanation before this.
Yeah.
The password and getting a subscription. Yeah. What's the password?
7 hills, S capital, H capital, @12501. Balaji.
Yes.
1250.
Done.
Okay. What was your challenge in your collab, right? Because those guys are basically like get from this. No, you don't need to do this thing. Only the path of the repository. So only this much. Okay.
What did you do, bro? Can you tell me this step?
Yeah, just do this first thing.
That's done.
That's done.
Open the.
Then open the this thing. Git clone build. Double click.
That's done.
Then copy the code from there.
From where to where? From copy here to.
No, copy from import. Copy the code from import onwards.
Import print onwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then paste it in the same notebook in new cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you copied it?
Yeah. Oh, new code. Okay.
No.
Control V.
Wait, I think you copied the entire. You can erase this part of this.
Is the execute output part?
Yeah, that you can have.
Okay.
So everyone has copied the code into a new cell. Everyone. Try to use an extra. Or if you have a complexity, you can use that. You can pop this name also. By thanks.
I think it is the main. Yeah.
Fifty position में दो advice hands on तो भी है ना
Okay. Click on the link. Sign up. Thing is, there was 2 levels up. Just not. Yeah, now he's asking me to press copy the message. But so what he said was actually I didn't get off of that. Yes.
Now they started asking.
They would charge.
Yeah, they should not. Because $5 they give.
And they no.
So is everyone till reached here? Okay. Yeah, yeah. So
Just the only one.
no, but I'm using solar. Let me give my key first. No credits.
Yeah. They were just starting. There's a free pro. Can you take free? There are two options, $3 and $20. Just buy 5,000. Yeah. So there's free, but you have to pay. Earlier it was free, something, but now they're very paid for figuring out. Nothing with you. This is one time bonus guy. That's if you have pro. For that, we'll pay monthly $20 or so. No, but I think it's explained everyone else. What we need to do?
Prabhu, now can you turn this on? Now I'll, because everyone have done this, now I'll summarize everything on the board.
You want to record?
Yeah, now I'll record. Yeah, the board. Yeah. Sorry?
sign up
Yeah, I'll have to
He'll
sign up.
explain, he'll
Yeah.
explain.
So go to perplexity.ai. Then you'll have to sign up. Okay. Then click on the settings. I will show it once. Okay. Well, let's just sign up, okay, first.
Okay, let's do one step at a time.
Up
Just
to
sign
you.
up with the,
Wherever, whichever. $5 is not more than enough. It will last for 6 months.
I can share also with some.
Yeah, I think you can share.
two option 0 or 20.
Use the 0 one. Don't use the free one. I'll come to that.
Okay, sign up is done. What we need to do? After we can continue.
So I'll just explain everything that you did. Okay. In one on that board now. Okay. So first we clone the Git repo. So whatever code was there in the Git repo that I had shared on my handle. So whatever was code was there, now it has come to your repo. Now, if you want to make any changes to your repo, you can make that. But to my repo, you won't be able to edit things, right? So that's why I requested everyone clone my repo into your repo. Sorry, fork it into your repo. So, fork the Git repo. This was the source Git repo. So we fork this. Okay. Now this has come to your Git account after forking. Now, uh, whatever code is there in my repo, Amaze18, and whatever code is in your Git repo, it's same. Okay. But in future, if I make any changes or if you make any changes, then and if you want to use those changes, then use your repo or my repo, depending on whatever you want to use. Next thing what we did is we opened Colab. Colab is a Python IDE. Okay. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. So in Colab, what we did is whatever code was there in the Git repo, we cloned that. First we forked, then we cloned the code. Just making a copy of the code into this environment, right? Because it is in a Git repo. How will it come to Colab? So you have to clone it. So you copied everything and then you started seeing that in your left hand side, right? As a free GPT folder, right? Everyone clear? Now, once we have cloned this, we have all the files which are there in that repo present in our Colab environment. Okay, everything. Okay. Now one way would be like whatever that you see with extension IPYNB. Okay, IPYNB is stands for Jupyter Notebook. So there are multiple Jupyter notebooks present in that code repo. Okay. Uh, you can open them and start editing them. That is one way. Okay. You can download them if you have your own Jupyter installed in your laptop. You can open it there. Okay. Uh, it's up to you. So to clone this, we ran that command exclamation mark get clone whatever was the repo name. Okay. So I think everyone did that, right? Git clone, everyone did. Okay. And then on the left hand side menu, you started seeing that all the files, right? Next thing that what we did is, uh, let me erase. So next thing what we did is we opened one of the notebooks, which was bhagwanspeaks.I. Okay. And we copied the code from there.
We copied the different one, right? We did clone one.
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, they are same, yeah, same. Okay. So we copied only this much part, okay. Only this much part we copied. Okay. And then we have put it here in this cell. So first cell was this, we cloned it. Okay, that is what I'm telling here as a second step. Third step, we copied the relevant part of the code, which was present in this file git clone build. Okay. And that relevant part is this, like import to print. Okay. So we copied it. Now it is here in this cell. Okay. So to open a new cell, you just press on the click code plus code. It will create a new cell. Okay. And then you can paste the code there. Till here, everyone is done, right? Any questions in this? Everyone understood? Okay. Good.
So are you going to use Git clone build or Bhagwan Sri Krishna?
Both are same. In git clone build, I have just added this command git clone.
Oh, okay.
Both are same otherwise. Okay.
Okay.
So I will now explain this part of the code. What we are doing here. Okay. So before I do that, let me explain the purpose of this code. Then I will go into because I'm not sure how many of you know Python, but I'll just highlight the purpose. Okay. So that file. Okay. Means if you'll open this in your whether you open this link or in your Git repo, this is the code that you will see. Okay. Now here what we are doing is we are calling one of the LLM, which is Sonar reasoning model that we are using. Is Sonar reasoning. It's one of the most affordable reasoning models. If you use, there are other reasoning models also, like we have O3 mini, O1 mini, GPT-4 4.1. Then under O, like we have O1, O1 mini, O3 mini, but they are more expensive. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you specifically tell them that apply reasoning, then they apply reasoning. But with this model, I have seen even when we don't say to specifically do reasoning, it will still apply reasoning. So that is the good part of this. So you don't have to really prompt it every time that apply reasoning. It does that, okay, like as a chain of thought. The model that we are using is Sonar reasoning, and this model is called Perplexity. Yeah. So that's why I suggested some of you, like, because we are going to use this model, so we need its API key. Okay. So, well, I am only discovering now. That means now to open an account, they're asking credit card and all that. When I started using Perplexity 2 years back or 1.5 years back, they just used to let you create account and start using the API. So, if you have already created the API key, then wherever in the code I have put API key equal to quotes, just put it under quotes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I will come to that. Yeah.
I have a question. After you select the model name and Sonar reasoning, you send a post request to this model.run. Krishna.
Yeah, this I will come to. Means this is a model which I have already hosted. It is running on a GPU.
This is not Sonar reasoning. This is different.
So means the model name is going here. You see,
Oh,
model name is going here.
so it's the same thing basically.
It's the same thing,
Okay.
but I have just hosted it as an API because see the code which is running in this container. Yeah, means that will take me like almost like 1 hour to explain. So I just wanted to simplify it so that today I focus only on the prompt engineering part of it. Then we'll go and look into this also. How do we create this API or a URL? Okay, this okay, or host our code. Okay, so that we'll do next class. Okay.
Perplexity for how to get the API.
Yeah, let's do that Perplexity API key thing now. Okay, so
Signed up for free. So what's next?
yeah, so go here. There is this settings thing. This
Settings.
here, click on this.
Okay.
Then on the left hand side, you will see API. Okay. Okay. For me, this is what it shows. If it shows you something different,
So API, you say sign up, set up
Set
payment.
up payment.
yeah, you'll have to set a payment. It seems. See, even if you just like put $5, I think you will not come exhausted even for 6 months. Okay. So that will be enough. Yeah, yeah. So they have done a good job here, like in terms of yeah, keeping the cost low.
Can you say some of the API key?
Try to create. If you are not able to create, then I'll share.
No. I want to share with my son.
Oh, okay. So
So set up payment thing.
yeah, mother, yeah, you have to set up.
But it doesn't give you option.
Yeah, it doesn't say the
Yeah.
how much is the amount.
Exactly.
Oh, it doesn't say the amount.
Yeah. So it will not charge you now.
Oh, okay.
It will ask you how much you want to add later. Right now, it is just adding the
So
card.
it's just setting up the payment.
Yeah, it is just adding the card.
Okay. Now what do you do the next? How do I
So have you put the details?
card is done?
Okay. Then because it is not coming on. Prabhu, can you share your screen? Because मेरे में तो like it is already showing. It is.
Okay.
Don't show your card detail.
Right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just maximize it.
Basically, imagine second screen number.
$5 we have to add.
Yeah. Just add $5. That should be enough.
Okay. So this is the screen. After submitting the payment, it will not charge, but it will just add the payment info. So next.
Yeah. So next, I will also have to see. Yeah. So now you'll have to buy credits.
Credit.
If you want to just add $2, you can add $2 up to
$3.
Okay, whatever. So just add that. You're putting -$1. They'll have to pay you.
Trying to put the drop down, but it went to minus.
Yeah.
Okay, pending. May take 10 minutes to fill.
Just refresh it, Prabhu. Just refresh. It will come.
Pending.
Maybe refresh one more.
If you want to buy.
So we'll share it. Can share?
Yeah, you can share it. Yeah.
Where is the API?
Yeah. So has it started coming?
Uh,
Go down, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it is there. Now, come down, scroll down.
API.
Generate. Click on generate.
Yeah.
Yeah, now just copy this. Okay. You can delete it also, like if you feel that someone got it.
Okay.
Copy that. Okay, and then
If I'll email you. Okay.
Then we do.
in the code.
No, I just got for my name. Sorry.
It's within the code.
Yeah, I sent it.
That's still running.
Okay. So that key we have to put it in the code program.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. No. So just wherever it is in quotes, that's where you have to put. No, Prabhu. Just API underscore key equal to.
Here you see.
We have to just paste it here.
In the screen you can see.
Scroll down.
I got this. She's not.
Keep scrolling down.
No, just she's watching.
Oh, I think that code has got copied twice.
Oh, okay.
So Prabhu, in your laptop, I think you copied it twice. No, I think I have. So
Which one we should copy? This is
in both places you can copy. Means it does not make a difference.
Should I delete this code or?
No, Prabhu, let it be. Yeah. So we can paste the API key in both the places. No problem.
Both places, where is the second place?
Scroll down.
Scroll down in the bottom.
Oh, that's good. You copy from the variable now.
But it has been defined two places.
Okay, done. Copy. It వచ్చిందా? It copy to that code.
Okay, now everyone copied. Can you try running it?
Okay, how do I get my control back? Rohit, how do I get my control back? Okay, I got it. Anupam Prabhu is going to give the moksha.
That only God can get that. I am just a soldier.
Only for Mataji's moksha?
So yeah, so now I will explain all that. So now with this step we are done, right? We just copy it within the codes, whatever API key you have, just copy it in the codes. Okay. And now let me explain the next part. So what I'm doing is, so user one, you have defined it as Lord Krishna. You can even and user two is you, okay, or whoever is chatting.
You can change the name to my name.
Yeah, you can change the name. Okay. So here you can put your name. Okay. And accordingly you can put the gender also. Okay. So it accordingly it will say, okay, Prabhuji or Mataji. Okay. So that you need to make sure.
Both places are changeable.
Yeah, both places are different.
DOTA.
Okay. So whatever you want to define here. Put one value. Okay. And so all of us are done till here, right? So are you able to run it now? Are you getting some output? Yeah, yeah.
Where is it controlling? So that I explain in next class. It's required. But that I will explain.
Okay, okay.
So we ran it twice, right? There are two pieces of code, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you're getting two answers, right? Or so sorry, two requests? No, it is not intentional. Like means I think I just copied it twice. Okay. You can change the question, okay, and you'll get two different responses.
Response is different for both of us.
Yeah, so that is also I wanted to cover. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Same question.
So that is what is the like you can say the beauty as well as like probably the complexity of these LLMs. Okay. Every time it will give a different type of answer. Okay, because all what it is doing is it is taking the words out of a probability distribution. It does not know what it is saying. Okay. So that's why I have asked the same question and copied the code twice to show you if you will end up using this, everyone will get a different answer every time. It searches the context, but the way it is rephrasing may be different. Okay. Yeah, it's difficult to catch. No, there are ways, but you can catch it. Yeah, so that is called memory caching. So that is separate, like so that it does not. So yeah, those are more advanced things. Okay. So no, at the end of the day, all these are like all these models which they have built, they are a fine-tuned version of some other existing models. Okay. Perplexity is not creating its own models. They are fine-tuning some other models. Okay.
So we are going to explain what is the input and what is the output.
So wherever we are doing the print statement, that is you are printing the output.
Okay.
Okay.
And what was the question we are asking? What is moksha?
You can change questions now and you can play with it. Okay. And you can see like it will give different response. Yeah, Prabhu.
Can you explain the
Yeah. So refresh memory is nothing but a variable for your question. Okay. This variable is nothing but your question.
You change the question and it will give you the answer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can change the question.
You
How
can ask,
anything you can ask other things.
asking who is Jay?
Sorry, Prabhu.
Question you have the prompt.
Yeah. So in the second case, the prompt is acting. Okay. In the first case, it is not. Okay. Okay, let me explain the prompt part. Okay. So I think everyone understood this part, right? API key, then user one, Lord Krishna, user two, your name, then gender. Okay. And model name. We gave the model name. Okay, this is the model name. Now, if you go to the Perplexity dashboard, you will see that they have Sonar, Sonar Reasoning, and Sonar Reasoning Pro, 3 models. So you can change models and then you can see the difference in the answers. Okay. Supported models. Go to supported models. View more.
where is it from? Supported.
Yeah, this is at the top. Just look at the screen here. Look at the supported models. Click on it. Then go to model. That is their own LLM. ChatGPT. We don't know. So these are the models, okay, that they have got. So everyone is able to run the code, right?
Yes. One question.
Okay.
Where do you see the model in the Perplexity?
Here, go click.
Supported.
Models.
Sonar Pro and Pro.
Yeah.
Like, why do you so I have to change my question.
So you can ask to different.
When I ask a question and it gave me the answer. So the answer where, what is the difference?
This is here you can ask a different question.
But we can ask 2 questions.
You can ask.
But we, everything is edited, right? Every time I click run the code, it will do.
So you can look at all the different models that they have. Okay, you see like these are all the models that they have.
In the API section.
If it's not. Model is very healthy.
All model. So we can use any of these models. Okay, different models have different costing. Okay, but Sonar reasoning is good enough. Okay, so for simple questions. Sorry, bro. Yeah, means like again, best depends on your use case. Means if you really don't need so much reasoning, okay, then I think Sonar reasoning is good enough. Because there are ways to compare answer quality as well. Okay, so there like when we did some evaluation, what we found is it does not really matter, okay, whether you are using Sonar Reasoning or Sonar Reasoning Pro. It is giving similar quality of answer.
Which one we are using?
Sonar Reasoning. This one, we are using this.
Solar reason.
So now we will look at the prompt part. So you see, I have defined prompt here. Okay. In first case, there is no prompt. Okay. You look if you look at the request that I'm making, this URL and the other one, both are different URLs, right? Just look at your code. Like in first, there is no prompt variable that I'm passing.
Mhm.
In second, I am passing the prompt. In the first, the prompt is actually fixed. Okay, you can't change the prompt. Okay. In the second, I am giving you an option that you can add, define the prompt. Okay. So look at this URL. Here there is no prompt. Okay, variable. Here I have given the prompt variable.
So you're defining the prompt and passing to the request.
Right? Because now I am putting a prompt variable here, so I have to define it also. That I have defined here. Okay. And if you look at the URLs also, this URL is different from this URL.
What's the difference? There are two different models.
So here I have written Krishna dash prompt. Here it is just Krishna watch. That's it. So there are two different things that I have hosted here. Okay. No, data is same, like everything is same, but here I am giving you a way to change the prompt as well. There the prompt is hard coded. You can't change the prompt. Okay, but here you can change the prompt. Now, if say you want to make it say Bhagwan Ram, you can make it correct like that talk like Bhagwan Ram. Okay, like assume the persona of Lord Ram. Okay, and here also you can put say Lord Ram. Right. So this I have given so that you can play around with it. Okay. This one is hard coded. It is like the prompt is for Lord Krishna only. It will speak like Lord Krishna. Here you can make changes. Yeah, custom developed API. Both are hosted APIs. Okay. On this.
So that's a trained model. You trained the model and then
The
model or
Prabhu, I will cover that in the next class. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So don't worry about that. Right now, what I'm trying to give the message is that if we change this prompt, we can really control the output here. In this case, you can't control. You can't change the prompt, but here you can. Okay. So let me explain what is a prompt now. So prompt is the instruction to the large language model. So what is the instruction we are giving it? That assume the persona of Lord Krishna, the divine avatar from Hindu scriptures, supremely wise, infinitely compassionate. Okay, your voice should reflect the serenity of a cosmic being. Use phrases from Gita and Ramayana. Okay, means you can make it Gita, Mahabharata, and Ramayana as well, right? Here, and uh, then I have given it some strict instructions to follow. That means it should spell the Krishna spelling of Krishna correctly every time. Okay, the response should not be very long, 5 to 6 sentences only. You can make it 2 to 3 or even one line. Okay. I'm saying use Hindi and Sanskrit words. Make sure spelling is correct because I've seen like sometimes the spelling is wrong. So that's why here I have very clearly defined spelling should be correct. And I'm saying quote Bhagavad Gita if needed. Okay, because we want it to be grounded in Bhagavad Gita. You can change it to say Ramayana or Mahabharata, except you can add, yeah.
So it will take it from perplexity.
Yeah. I don't know, means that perplexity is this models is exposed to Bhagavatam or not, but Bhagavad Gita, most of the models are exposed to. Bhagavatam, I don't know. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay.
But we are in a similar way, like the prompt we are giving in Copilot, we are using same.
Hmm. So means as an exercise, like next time before coming to class, I would suggest play with this. Then you will see like what all it is capable of doing. Okay. You can make it refer to Ramayana only and make it Lord Ram here. Then it will speak like Lord Ram. Okay. So that can be an exercise that here you make it Lord Ram. Here you make it Lord Ram. Okay. And you can remove Gita and just keep it Ramayana. Okay. So
You can also give exceptions in the prompt, right?
yeah.
Like if somebody asks you about Ravana, do not answer.
Yeah. You can do that. Yeah.
What
Okay.
is the best for us? Okay, what is the let's say if we want
Yeah, so actually there are hosted code, okay, which I knew that probably I will not be able to explain in this class. First, I wanted to give you like a high level understanding. Okay. Then I will go into the details, okay, because first thing is you need to have a good understanding of Python programming. Okay. I am assuming no one knows. Okay. In that way, I am approaching it. Okay. So that's why I've given simple comments also that here is where we are defining the model. This is the model name. This is the user one, user two. Okay. And then this is the prompt so that you understand each element individually. Okay. Yeah. And now you have the API key, so you can play around. Okay. Ask different things. Okay. Your code is also here. So just do file and then save so that your code is saved. File and then save. Click save.
Say this on, does it go to GitHub or just
No, it will save in Colab only. Means when you will open it again, this is getting saved in your Google Drive. So if your Google Drive does not have space, it will give an error like quota exceeded or something like that.
Ask who is Krishna? Says I'm the FML.
Yeah.
So Prabhu,
Yeah.
that you have given this model dot, so that just from Perplexity.
No, this is my code. I have hosted. No, I have hosted in my cloud container.
How come Perplexity come-
So there I have defined, means in my code there I have defined that you use this model. Okay, so you can change the name of the model here, right? Sonar Reasoning Pros, or just Sonar. Okay.
Basically, this code is in your model and then.
Yeah. Right. And the API key. Right. Yeah. And your API key need not change. It is the same. Whatever model you want to use, same API key. Okay. But I will say that don't use the higher models. The API, like your credits will get exhausted faster. Okay. I recharged, okay, like some $100 almost a year back. Still, it is only $30 consumed. Despite the fact that in the meantime, like we have written 4 or 5 papers and done a lot of experiments. Okay, but it is, yeah, very affordable. So and whereas like if you use Chat GPT and GPT for API, then you'll end up spending $150 in a month. This is my experience. Like the same amount of work that we have done using Perplexity in 8 months, it would have costed us close to $800 $900 for GPT. Yeah, so it's very expensive model. Yeah.
But Perplexity also in the background.
No, they are using some fine-tuned model. They are not using GPT. They have own custom models. So my guess is they are fine-tuning the Llama models. Okay, Llama is from Facebook. Yeah, so they are fine-tuning that, but they are not telling which model it is. But that is my guess. Which reference, Prabhu?
When it has the API key, right? In Perplexity, you will. Yeah.
Okay. So that is for, I think, for your chat, for this chat, for the chat. If you are using Perplexity as a search engine or a chat engine, then you can select, okay, models here. But I am talking about the API. API, they only support their own models. Yeah. So, like DeepSeek on the surface, it looks really good, but I have used it and it fails. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So means when you start doing some sort of rigorous work, okay, it fails. It fails in two aspects. One is rate limit errors will start coming. It is not a scalable model. Otherwise, everyone would have started using it. Why people are still paying for GPT API keys? They are still paying, right? And other thing is, when it starts hallucinating, then there's no end to it. Okay. Because, sorry? Yeah. Yeah. But I think because they have put a lot of restrictions in their, the way it responds. Like you should not answer this thing, that thing. Okay. They have hard coded few things. I think that messes it up. So yeah, so I think this is what I wanted to cover for today's class. I'll just explain the prompt part once again. So if you look at the first URL, which is hosted on model.run, prompt is hard coded. You can't change the prompt. In the second URL, you can prompt can be defined. Okay. So you can play with the prompt and see, like you can add more instructions to it. Okay, and these models are supposed to follow instructions, otherwise they are no good. Yeah. So see, like if I'm adding a new line, generally, like if I'm adding a new line, then I need to say I'm adding, okay, say respond in Hindi only. Then I'll add this thing, line change. You see, like after,
separate instruction.
yeah, no, so that means it understand that it is part of the same string block. Okay, so I'm just like if I'm adding a new line, any text I'm adding on a new line, after that you add this slash. Okay, and for example, if I change it here, like here, I'm doing this. Okay, then I should add the slash here. It will tell that the next piece is actually just a following continuation of it.
So it doesn't understand that.
It won't. Miss. So now if I'm not taking it up, okay. Now I can remove this, okay, because here at the end of the line I already have the slash. So slash needs to be there, okay, at the end of each sentence. Uh, let's see, like if it follows that.
Yeah,
Hindi and English both.
Oh no, then it is creating a conflict. Yeah, I was just making an example. Let's see what it does.
Like, if you say answer only in Hindi, answer only in English.
Yeah, I think it should take the second one. Mhm. Prompt is hard coded. Yeah. So do one thing, Mataji, just copy this part of the code.
new
Okay, this part of the code you copy from prompt onwards, cut, put it in a new cell.
add a new
Okay, and save. Okay, we can make it say Lord Ram here. Sorry,
That's raised for so long.
I don't know why is it raised because there is no nothing in the chat also. I think they clicked by mistake.
One question.
Yeah.
So here we are explicitly calling this is my question, this is my prompt. But when we use the chat, give any other.
Yeah, there you can't define the prompt.
Can we type the prompt? Right? But
Uh,
we have prompt.
we can hope it will respect, okay, but they have a very strong see, just a minute, okay. Like here we said respond in Hindi only. It is really following that. Earlier it was Hindi English. See now I said respond in Hindi only. It is really giving you the response in Hindi. So your question was whether it will follow the prompt when you are doing using any chat interface. So they have two concepts. Okay, one is user prompt and another is system prompt. Okay, let me write it down. Actually, only yesterday all the system prompts of all the models got leaked. Yeah, they are now available on one Git repo.
got leaked
Yeah. Means someone hacked. I don't know. Means it came on.
at the AI.
Yeah. So there are two things which are system prompt, which these team companies are not really telling us. Okay, what is the system prompt? Okay, and then another is the user prompt. What we are doing is we are playing with the user prompt here. Okay, we are not changing the system prompt. Okay. So for example, when you ask DeepSeek, okay, things which it does not respond to, it's happening because of the system prompt. Okay. Now, if you'll ask them about like say about Taiwan and all that, it will not respond, right? It will erase the answer. Okay, even after responding. Okay, because it is happening because of the system prompt. But means so even if you define it in user prompt, the system prompt has a higher preference. So that's why I'm using that example that DeepSeek would not respond to many questions because of the system prompt. Okay. Even though you may be telling it, okay, answer it, you may quote something in the answer, still it will not. It will undo everything. Okay. So what we are right now doing is user prompt. This is what we are changing. Okay. And system prompt is and the user prompt and your question. Okay. Plus your question. Everything gets added together and then it goes to the model LLM. Okay. So system prompt we can't influence. User prompt you can. Okay. And then you also pass your question. One more thing that you can do here is you can pass some context along with your question. Okay. So this is anyways hidden from us. So the system prompt is hidden from us. User prompt, question and context is something that you can control. So in context, you can pass, say maybe a paragraph or like depending on what is the context length of the model. So I'll come to it step by step. So this part is clear, right? User prompt is the one that we are defining here. Question is the one that we are giving. Then comes the context.
Refresh memory.
Yeah, refresh memory is your question. Here it is. Yeah, here refresh memory is your question.
So is it a hard-coded refresh memory?
Variable name, yeah, is hard coded, so don't change it now. Because in my API also, the model API, it is hard coded as refresh memory.
Sorry, bro.
It is the name of one variable, the question variable.
How to get motion.
Okay. This is what we were changing. Then this was the question. Okay, which corresponding to which the variable name is refresh memory in this code. You can also pass context. That I have not shown here. Okay.
So what is context?
So here the context is its own training data. Okay, because we are not specifically passing something to it.
Can pass it on some scenarios. Examples.
Yeah, so I will show you.
Not relevant to what. But if you give proper example, it might give you your answer is more.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that we are including.
So yeah, that you can pass in the context. Yeah, that is additional information. Okay. So yeah, means it's a project okay of my students. So here actually what we are doing is we are also parsing the context. Okay. So suppose you have a course or any book or any PDF material, you can upload it here and then the name will show here. Okay. So, and you can click on this, it will give you a summary. Okay. Or we will ask it, what is this course about? This is just for an example because we are talking about context. Now, when I'm asking it, what is this course about? It needs to have the context, right? Otherwise, this is just a question, means very open-ended question. So now it is saying this course is about compiler design and says all those things. Now, where is it getting the information from? Right? Because if you ask, even now, if you ask, okay, any chat GPT or any perplexity, what is this course about? It will just give you some vague answer response because it does not have any context. Here, the context is the PDF or whatever book that they have uploaded here. Okay, I have not uploaded. They keep playing with this.
Previously,
Yeah, that can also be context. Yeah. Yeah, I selected compiler design as the course. So whatever text is there in that book, it is using that as a context. Okay. If it is unreadable, I can switch it to dark mode. Okay. So this thing is actually known as RAG. Okay, so retrieval augmented generation. Okay, so this part I will erase now. I think use system prompt, user prompt, question, context is clear. So I will tell a little bit about RAG and then we'll wrap up the session. Generation. So R, A, and G. Okay, retrieval augmented generation. So in this application, we are doing retrieval augmented generation where you're passing the PDF or whatever as a context. Okay, and basis that it is able to respond, right? Because like if you have a sort of a specific question, okay, then it can refer to its own training data. The LLM is trained on a training data, then it will refer to that. Okay, but like this type of a question which is so open-ended, what will it respond? It will give you something gibberish. So that's where RAG starts helping you. You can pass the context and it will use that context to respond to your queries. Okay. So any high level questions on this? What is RAG doing? How does it work? It will take 2 classes. So minimum 2 classes. Very good question. Very good question. So that is where the context window of these models comes into picture. Okay. How many tokens, how many characters can you really pass? Okay. So you can't pass in the user prompt and like say something which will exceed the context length, right? Because that is what is the limit. That much text it can process. Beyond that, it will not be able to process. It's like you're trying to fit a tank into a car. You can't fit. No. In,
Activity application related to Bhagavad Gita. So we can give this a database.
yeah. So some see like what happens is sometimes it will work, sometimes it may not work. Okay. Sometimes it may be so that in its training data, maybe that URL and the text may be there already. So it may when you will put that URL, it will pick that text by chance. Okay. But if that URL is not there in the training data along with the text, it is not going to open that URL and do search for you. But I think Perplexity does support this. So Perplexity has this search option, search mode as well. So there, if you are doing that, it searches the web. Okay. So they are trying to create a rival for Google. Okay, that rather than going to Google search, come and search here. Okay.
Is that like DeepSeek?
DeepSeek also I think has a search mode. Yeah. Yeah. So I think DeepSeek copied from this because this was their main proposition. Okay. Yeah. That you can search here rather than search it on Google. So here actually you can see like you can attach files, you can set sources for research, you can put URLs also. Okay. Or you can choose a model. So yeah, I mean Perplexity gives a lot of those customizations. Okay. But if you don't really pick any of these, then it won't means if you want to, if you will say just type it the URL here, then it may not be able to.
Content, like character length, that's for the prompt or is it for the?
Very good question. Very good question. So yeah, well, let me explain that context like that. Actually, I have a very good slide on that. Let me see on that. I'll share the screen. That's right. Okay. So this slide actually very beautifully explains that. So if you look at, you can keep looking at that, but I will draw it here. So in context length, what is included is your user prompt plus the question length plus the context length if you're passing some context plus the response length of the response. Everything is included. Even if say your like these three things are adding to 128K, it will not give you any response. It will just say hi
Oh,
because it has exceeded the context length. So that's what I'm explaining here. Okay. With this. So this is 4 words. Okay, or 5 tokens. This is 85 words. So question and response alone together is 1717 tokens. And if say I am giving some prompt also, of course, this is a chatbot that was built for this conference, AIML 2023. So for this also there was a prompt. So that length plus the question plus the response, everything gets added.
But when we talk multiple times, will everything, the session fully take or like
Yeah. So see, if it is using your memories of conversation as context, then it can start hitting your context window. But I means it again depends on the use case. You may be resetting this variable. Okay. So if you are changing this, okay, means if something is getting added to this, it may so happen that your context window can get exceeded. Yeah, all good questions. All these are practical things that happen.
And have more than 128 tokens.
128K.
what is more? You want like that.
So no, I will not say I will keep those two things as separate because question is a variable which gets added to the prompt. Prompt may be hard coded, right? Like the way we saw.
You can also include call.
It is finally it is getting added only. All these things are getting added and then only getting passed. But I would like to keep them separate.
But response is
That is also included. Yeah. Which that will help for if you want to understand that, then you need to read attention is all you need paper. So let's keep it simple, okay? In this way.
so
Yeah.
basically if we have given that limit 6 lines, so we have to be careful that
Yeah. Yeah. If you will say 500 lines or maybe 1000 lines, maybe you'll start giving you like some hallucinated answer. Yeah.
Question. So it means in any like chat GPT or some GPT UI, we are just practically giving only question. That's the prompt content.
Yeah, you're right.
Context.
Okay. Yeah, Mathur. Yeah, okay. You are not able to see the board probably. Yeah. Yeah.
where does context be?
We have not given context here. Okay. In whatever we did today, we did not give context anywhere.
maybe
Okay.
next class.
Yeah. So whereas here, when I was showing this, I was saying that here the context was the book that we have uploaded, or PDF means whatever they uploaded, that was serving as the context. So that is also getting added to the question and going into the model.
In your code, we can add the context for it.
Right now, it is not defined in that way. Yeah.
Maybe I'm in
Yeah.
class.
Context is the whole content of the book.
Yeah.
Not this, not the compiler design.
Yeah, like so whatever a PDF it is, I don't know what is there.
Size what will be?
Sorry?
128K is like about 5 MB or 1 GB, like just to get an idea.
Let's see.
28.
Tokens in 2 words. It is 96,000 words. Now you can convert it into.
96,000 words.
Yes.
But 4 tokens is 1 word, so you have to divide by 4. It will be less than that.
So it says this may be a hallucinated answer. Who knows? It's coming from generative AI is experimental.
You are living in a hallucinated world.
Yeah.
3/4 word per token. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how it is. Okay.
That is 3/4.
So I think we are good for today.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can make your system prompts like infinitely accurate. Like, let's say we're given like 5 characters, 6 of which are being like
System prompt we can't change.
oh no, like as like a company, let's say.
Huh. Right.
Then we can like it's, let's say like we're trying to make AI to be like Krishna in this case.
Yeah.
So we're giving it a few qualities. If we wanted to make it like more like Krishna, we can give it like another million more qualities, right?
Yeah.
So what is like the limit of like what these companies do, where they find like how do these prompts get paid?
Yeah. Means see, they are not really exposing, but I think they just got exposed recently. Yeah, I think this is that one. Okay. No, this is not. I think I saw it on LinkedIn today morning. That someone has released all the prompts on one Git repo. Yes. Yeah.
Neat. Wow.
So means then you can really see what they are really writing. Okay, as a system prompt.
You desperately need money for your mother's cancer.
That has been since the morning.
Since the beginning. Yeah.
So what is the output of the system prompt?
Means they're just exposing it that this is what is the system prompt. Okay, that the model is using. No output as such.
Next level prompt.
But I saw this post. I will see. Like if I come across it again, I'll share.
Read it interesting.
Today there is system prompt. We didn't know before.
Mhm. Is this that repo? Yeah, so you can refer, like, yeah, means they keep on releasing.
Can you share this in the
Yeah, I'll share.
Put in the chat.
for that lead system prompt?
Yeah. Well, so means yeah, but you can't change. You can know what is the system prompt, but you can't go and change it at the back end. Right.
But you can understand the model of it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So actually, if say you are building your own model, for example, we build some models, okay. Models. Yeah, so we built this model. This is fine-tuned on Mahakumbh data. Okay. Here I can really influence my system prompt because this is a model that I have built. Here I can change my system prompt to respond to your question. If you want to change your system prompt, then you need to have your own model. Okay.
But in fact, I have a question. These people can make like a really box.
Yeah.
Something that can like making it super duper accurate.
They know then if the responses will not be any good, then people will stop using it. Right. Means after a certain point of time, you'll know that yeah, it is not doing the job. Why will you pay? Why will you get more credits next time? Right. So they can't do it. Same model LLM, large language model. LLM is large language.
On top of the existing one, is that
Yeah. So we fine-tuned it, okay, and created an entirely new model.
so the fine is the part that
But then we can define the system prompt also after we are done with fine-tuning.
so it's more than doing.
Yeah. Okay, Prabhu, if you can wait for 2 more minutes, we'll just take a group picture and then we'll end the session. Who has a good camera? Prabhu, आपके phone से ले लेते हैं.
iPhone 16.
Yeah.
Anyone has a pro?
We put timer to everybody can put it here somewhere.
We'll take a selfie, bro.
Selfie.
That's stand, right? Mobile stand.
Why is it okay? I think.
It's not working. It's not good, bro. It's not good to work.
3 seconds time.
The recording happened on this only, Prabhu. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, someone is coming.
Oh, that is best.
You want to take picture with the sitting, like everybody working?
Yeah.
Classroom.
Classroom setting.
Classroom, yeah. Classroom happening in the temple.
Full photo.
Like, take a picture that everybody's working hard.
Yeah, yeah. I really like it.
Seats.
Yeah.
Nobody there.
So we can. I'm yeah.
I'm not thinking with me people, all are everyone knows. I'm not understanding what class.
I'll tell you, bro.
But we are doing secretly. We're not inform all.
Who says that?
We are also missing, right?
So next class in person.
Yeah, we'll do that API thing. So let's. Huh? Yeah, today I managed to just come by 10. Okay, somehow.
We'll pick you up from Bellevue to Samamashi.
I am moving to Bellevue this week. Today I came from Seattle downtown. Yeah.
Most of it come as a I think
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Miss, like, aap.
Yeah, Bellevue, they can.
I missed the basic classes.
It's fine.